Hello, everybody.
Okay.
This is Chris Baker, your host of the podcast Tell Me Your Story. And today's special guest is, how do you say it? Shatera Brown?
Shantaris.
Shantaris Brown, okay. And she's going to be on here
Yeah.
telling her story. We're going to do like how we always do. We're going to jump right into this and just start from the very beginning. Where did it take place for you? Where did you grow up at?
So I grew up in Sandusky, Ohio, mostly on the south side. But I lived there all my life until I came and moved for college. So I started in Sandusky with me and my mom and my brother.
And how was that just growing up? This is before
Um,
technology, right? Before the phones took over the world.
it was um it was fun. I must admit I missed that world and like seeing kids playing outside and stuff because we would like play outside, race down the sidewalk and things like that. Because it was just me and my brother. Sometimes we would play with neighbors, but like in our childhood, we had like a lot of friends on the south side, so all the kids would get together and we would just run the streets until the street lights came on.
Yeah,
So it was great for technology.
that was the days, man. Just be out from just, morning time all the way till the streetlights came on. And I'll admit,
Yeah, it was the best life ever.
I'll admit though, I wasn't perfect. I got grounded a few times because I was past curfew.
I didn't get grounded until I was in like high school. We were pretty good kids, I must admit.
It was a good time. And for any kids that are watching right now, you missed out.
Yeah,
Technology was not always there. It was actually more of a blessing back in those days, less of a headache.
I agree.
You're allowed to have your imagination just in full blast.
Sore.
So growing up was pretty good, you say?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, I wouldn't say we were poor, but we didn't have like, I wouldn't say like the luxury things, but my mom always made sure we had what we needed, and sometimes if she could, what we wanted, because it was just her. Our dad left us when I was about in kindergarten, so I'm graduating college in a couple. I think in December, hopefully December. So he's been gone for a while. Um, so she was doing it on her own, but we made the best of it. So
So that
it
didn't
was great.
that didn't really have much of an effect on you because you're about to graduate from college. And how do you feel about that?
Right. It's exciting. I'm actually a first gen too, so it's great.
I mean, how does that feel? Just knowing that you're the first. I mean, when I went to college, I felt great knowing that I was the first to go to a big university because I went to UT. And then being
hmm
able to just say that for, being the first one in my family to do it. How does it actually feel for you, though?
Um, it feels great. I'm not gonna lie. I have five siblings under me, so it's like I don't know. I always felt like I was going to be that one that goes to college, move, and do things, and it was kind of expected as well. So I haven't really taken time to actually sit down and think like, how does this make me feel? But I feel like I'm unstoppable if I'll put it in one word. Like I can do anything I want to do
Yeah,
if I put my mind to it. That's how first gen makes me feel.
I mean that's what the awesome part about it is you're setting it up there, man. The standard for
Yeah.
your brothers and sisters. So now they have to, pretty much follow your footsteps or go a different way.
Yeah. Go big or go home.
Yep, exactly. And now, I mean, just from the last couple of years being in college, how does like did you how have you guys adjusted to COVID and everything? How is that?
Ah, it's been crazy. So I went to UT myself. I went there my freshman year. I didn't really like it so much, so I went home for a semester. I went to Terra. So that was like fall 2019, and then I transferred to BG spring 2020. So I got here. I enjoyed January, February. We went on break in March and didn't come back. So it was like I didn't even get to experience the real BG, the party side of BG, getting to know people and enjoying events and things like that. So kind of put a halt on it, and then like adjusting to like completely online classes, that was really hard. I lacked a lot of motivation. Like I'm in bed doing homework. It's like those two don't they don't mix very well.
And now the way
Um,
you're describing it, I'm just thinking to myself, like, man, because in that time period when I was at UT, every Friday, Saturday, we were out. We'd get done with all our stuff. We was heading out. We was either going to BG or we was going down the street and
yeah,
then
that
just for not being really an option on the weekends and you pretty much staying indoors. It's like, and then not only that, but also I'm thinking too, you got to kind of, you're not sure if you can be around people right now because of what's going on.
yeah. So I also like didn't have so since I was on campus for that short period of time, I didn't get to know people until like the year after. So last year I didn't get to actually meeting people and knowing getting having friends here in BG. So I was only communicating with people from back at home. Now I live in my apartment by myself, so it was tough. Now that I think about it, it was really tough. It's like you're stuck in the apartment. I already don't interact with humans because I don't live with anyone.
Yeah.
But on the side, I worked at Meyer and we were considered, what was the word, essential workers. So the most communication with other people I would get was at work for those 8 hours that I would work.
Well, thank God that was kind of like a relief to you too. At least you're being able to interact with people.
Yeah. I was like, thank God I have work sometimes,
At
but
least I
sometimes
can talk
like
to
it.
people.
Right. But yeah, that was it was a big shift change. They actually just lifted the mask mandate after 2 years on Monday, so we don't have to wear masks on campus anymore.
Now, here's an interesting question for you. Good question. How do you feel about that? Are you still kind
Um,
of iffy? Are you kind of like, "Woo, thank God"?
I'm more so in between, but more on the thank God side. I'm fully vaccinated, but it's still kind of like like I don't really know. But in most of my classes, like once the beginning of the semester, the classes are packed, but once the semester goes on, the classes like people stop coming, so it's like we're kind of able to have that social distancing in there. Yesterday was my first day without the mask, so I don't know how I felt about it. It was kind of weird. Like I was like, oh, this is what these people look like. Like it was just weird seeing everyone's faces and things like that. But one of my professors was like, she highly recommend that we still wear a mask, especially since we're going on spring break after Friday. She said she would like us to wear a mask at least for the next 2 weeks after spring break, which I fully agree with that, and I will be masked up when we go back.
Are you going anywhere for spring break?
Yes, I'm actually flying out to Houston on Friday.
Oh, everybody's going to Texas, man. Everybody likes it out that way.
I've never been, so we're gonna see what it's like.
First time in Texas, the big old state of Texas. I got my roommate from college is actually from there. So
Wow.
shout out to you, Rekka Mama. Yes, his name is actually Rekka Mama. His name is Rekka Mama, and he lives like I think in the Dallas area. He lives like between there,
Okay, we're
somewhere in
going
that
to
area.
Houston. Gotcha.
Houston,
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm so excited.
what's going on in Houston? You know?
Well, two of my friends, so we're all pretty much graduating this year, but one's graduating in the spring, and then one graduated last fall, and they're thinking about moving to Houston. So the one friend is kind of going to see what it's like, and she asked us like, "Do you guys want to go? Since it's spring break?" And we just said, "Okay, we'll go. Why not? It's spring break." So we're
Now
just gonna
this
go
is this your
for
first spring break, like big spring break, or have you gone other places?
um for my birthday I went to Puerto Rico. My birthday is like April 5th, but it's not in the spring break time frame.
It almost falls in
But,
there.
huh?
I said it almost falls in there.
Yeah,
It's very
almost. And
close.
then I went to DC. I'm a part of Trio. Have you heard of Trio? It's the student support services that they have here on campus. UT has it as well. They like serve was it low income students, first gens, and
Oh yeah, yeah,
a
yeah, yeah. I heard
lot.
of them. Yes.
Yeah, and they took us to DC for free in the summertime. So I've been to DC and Puerto Rico and Houston Texas on Friday.
Nice. See,
Yeah.
being, I'm from the Sandusky area too. So when I went with
Oh,
Toledo and they did their little program, I actually forgot about it for a minute. So you said something. They actually took me to Cedar Point.
that's great.
They took me home. They took me home.
Right.
And I was like, I was showing everybody that wasn't from the area. I was like, hey, that's where I live over there. That's why
Right.
I
Like,
grew up over there.
right.
I know this whole area.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, they were trying to plan a trip this year, but it got a little late. The plan was Disney. Take people to Disney.
Disneyland. Huh?
Trio's pretty awesome.
Yeah, a lot of people that will probably doubt it, but I mean, you're missing out, man. You're missing out.
Yeah.
That's some good stuff. You get good experiences too.
Yeah, it's great. I have no complaints with Trio.
Okay, we're kind of getting off topic here. I gotta get back into the story. Um, what are you studying though? Actually, since you're about to graduate, what are you about to master in or what?
Um, my major is sport management. My minor is marketing. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do. The first route was to be an athletic director for a high school AD. But the more I feel like I'm entering in my God given purpose, I feel like I need to be doing like youth programs with sports or something around the lines with sport and youth. To be honest,
Have you
like
volunteered to and stepped into that field at all or?
um not yet. So in order for me to graduate, I have to have two internships. I'm actually looking for one this summer. For this summer, I've been looking into the Detroit area, and they have like a youth coordinating position with the Detroit Lions. So that's the kind of the area I want to work in, like not predominantly black, but a black based area. I feel like Detroit is that type of area. Um, so yeah, I just want to work with kids in sports, and so I was trying to figure out how do I connect the two, like giving back to my community and making it relate back to my degree, and that's what I discovered.
Yeah, that's awesome. Have you ever been to Detroit?
Yes. So I actually have a friend that lives up there. I went to the Pistons game. I do a lot of solo dating, so I took myself on a date to the Pistons game.
Oh,
I have a friend that works with the Pistons as well, and then I just went to their career fair on 2 weeks ago. I went to their career fair and networked with all the pro teams in the Detroit area.
hmm. So in high
Yeah.
school, is this what you kind of figured you wanted to do? Did you ever have it all planned out? Let's step into that a little bit, talk about that.
So I didn't realize what I wanted to do until I got to the Pistons career fair, so it's kind of fresh. I had saw a guy and networked with him. He was telling me how he had that idea in mind, the same kind of youth and sport network connection in mind. I never really thought about it because sport management degree is pretty well rounded. So I'm like, there's a lot of things you could do, and then I'm like, okay, that's how I can connect the two. And then I realized the she was a VP of an exec position with the Pistons. I can't remember which one exactly, but she greeted us and said, "Hello, everyone. How everyone's doing?" Then she said, "If you're from Detroit, what do we say?" And she said, "What up?" And I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like this is a very professional setting. You saying "What up?" Like I don't know. It just drew my attention, and it made me realize like Detroit is an area that accepts all blackness, if that makes sense. So like I can go there and I'll be comfortable. Whereas in BG, I'm not comfortable here.
Really?
So that's
I'm like kind of surprised a little bit.
yeah. So I'll give you a little background on that. Like black women we tend to change our hair a lot. Like that's just what we do sometimes. And I'll get customers or I do work in the BG athletics, so I work with the administrators and my boss one time commented, "Oh, you changed your hair." I'm like, "Yeah, a little bit." He was like, "Oh, a lot." Like, that's what makes me feel not comfortable. And then I walked in a coffee shop once. I'm on the phone with my mom, and everyone in the coffee shop stop what they're doing just to stare at me and walk through the door. So it's like I'm just a human, just like you. I'm just on the phone. Like, yes, it's really awkward here. It's really awkward.
Oh no, I know what you're saying. I've kind of been there too, but you can I get used to it after, I see it as like, damn, I'm sexy. Everybody's looking at me now.
Yeah, like I guess since coming from Sandusky, we're very diverse at Sandusky. Sandusky's just diverse. We're regular people, and then coming here is just like you can see the difference. With like we have Black BG and then we have BG. Like it's you can see the divide. I mean, the Black BG community is small, but you can see the difference. And I think moving here, I learned a lot, and I learned where I want to work and where I want to be. I want to be surrounded in an area with people that look like me, or predominantly me.
I
If
know
that makes
exactly
sense.
what you're talking about. I mean,
Yeah.
just stepping out of kind of like how it is around here. When I was in Fort Lauderdale, I kind of dealt with that too, where I was so used to being out just to talk and socialize with anybody. And then when I came into just, a neighborhood that didn't really like my skin color, I
Uh
felt,
huh.
I really felt it.
Yeah, that's how it is here. So when she was like, "What up?" I'm like, "Okay, this is how they act. This is their vibe here." And that's when I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna look for more jobs here. I'm gonna see what apartments they have here, just so I can get that experience and learn the big city living. I feel like I'll be a little more comfortable in that area. It's not too far from Sandusky, so it's like a good starting point, I should say, in the Detroit area."
You ever drove in Detroit?
What'd you say?
You ever drove in Detroit?
Yeah, it's sketchy.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been out there a few times. Actually, when I first started driving, I had to go out there a few times, and I mean, it was kind of crazy because I was with my dad, and I stopped at a red light, but these cars, I think it was like some type of funeral going on, and these cars just kept flying through the light, and the traffic behind me is like trying to keep going, but at the same
Yeah.
time, I'm like, I ain't about to go because they're crossing in front of me. I'm like, I don't know what the hell's going on. There's like we had 5 lanes going on. I'm just
It's great.
right around the corner from 8 Mile.
Yeah, I have a friend that lives in Oak Park, so I would drive up there a lot to go see them. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know about this traffic, but I think that's just like city living. And since I'm coming from a small area, it's just like, of course I'm going to get scared. I'm not used to these people driving crazy. Like people drive normal here in Ohio.
That was like my first like city experience. I can't really say that anymore. After going to Chicago, that's a different story. You go out in Chicago, that's some crazy driving. You might want to start praying when you're out there in Chicago because that's wild, man. It's,
Yeah, I don't know about driving there. It's just like, oh gosh, I even have like a slight panic attack. Like, what do I do? Like, I'm just pull over for a second, calm down, and try again.
so is that your goal? Is that what you want to do? You want to work for the Pistons or
mm, mm.
no?
Uh, I honestly think that I'm not gonna use my degree, but I'm trying to use it as much as possible, or like make sure I don't feel like I did all this for nothing. But I don't think I'm gonna use my degree. I guess I can talk basis on my little projects I have. So I do have a clothing brand. I started that in 2020 during COVID. It's called Unapologeticals. I created it to promote self love and to remind people to feel good in their own skin. It consists of the basics: hoodies, crew necks, t-shirts, and things of that nature. I also just started a organization here on campus. We got certified last week, so we're an official organization on BGSU campus. It's called Queens of Entrepreneurship. So it is basically us where Black female entrepreneurs here on campus can come together, network, communicate, and just have each other's back in this predominantly white area and institution. So I created that, and then cooking up another idea. It's going to be a sister business to my clothing brand, so it'll be Unapologetical Queens, and I want that to be a nonprofit to educate, inspire, uplift young Black women, because this world is kind of crazy for us, and I don't want young girls entering this world not knowing what college life is about, what entrepreneurship is, what different routes you can take to learn how to feel good in their skin, love their hair, and everything about them, because sometimes we aren't portrayed that in movies and TV shows. So I wanted to start that organization. It should be coming up here soon. I don't. Life is kind of crazy, so but it's coming soon. I promise.
I just
So
think
I think
it's kind of funny though. You were telling me not too long ago that you were undecided what you want to do for your career, but I mean, you pretty much just told me what your God-given gift is right there.
yeah, that's what it is. It's just like I don't want my degree to just just throw it away, but I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing for the rest of my life, to be honest,
And
and just
honestly,
have the
I can tell you that as long as you keep doing what you're doing, chasing that dream, and that's where it's going to happen at for you. And that's what you need to start doing is start pursuing more and chasing after if you haven't already. Start doing that more because that's where it's going to happen for you. That's where your name's going to become. And you're going to make a
yeah.
statement. I'm not just trying to build you up, I'm telling you the truth.
Hmm.
Like, I feel like this inner calling from, the man upstairs, God, is telling me to tell
Yeah,
you right now to keep doing that because that's where it's going to
it's
happen for you at.
that is so crazy. So yesterday I went to a young women leadership conference. I'm sorry, I forgot the name. I attend this conference. I started this organization, so I try to go to different events and learn as much as I can, so I can give it back to either the nonprofit or the organization that I just started. And I won a scholarship, and I won a scholarship just solely based on um, that purpose that I just told you. Then I've been praying to God, like, hey, am I making the right moves? Is this what I'm supposed to do? I received that scholarship yesterday. That was confirmation, and then what you just told me, another confirmation. So
I mean, I
yeah.
mean, can we say any more to you? He's trying to, he's freaking to
No, he
you.
can't.
He's telling you, like, go after it. And
Yeah.
that's why I'm trying to tell you right now, because a lot of people, tend to walk away from that. They're like, oh no, it's not going to work out. Don't listen to that voice. Instead, listen to that voice that's telling you to do it, to keep pursuing it. And once you do that though, and once you start getting your stuff out there, if you haven't already, it's going to start happening. You might be going through a tough period at first, but it'll be worth it. Blessings are going to
Yeah.
flow.
I'm so excited for the journey. I'm not gonna lie.
Have
It's
you?
all the information is fresh, so I'm like, okay, I'm moving in the right direction.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I'm trying to tell you is like you're doing the right thing and do
This is
it.
great.
I mean, while you're on campus too, this is important. Find people that have similar connections to you. That way you can get out there, get your stuff, your merch out there. Connect to
Yeah,
like-minded people. That's where it's at.
that yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. I just made, Instagram, they have polls and things like that. So I'm like, hey, where's the girls that want to drink coffee and talk about business plans? Like, that's the type of friends I want to surround myself with now. And I'm getting older, and real life is gonna hit. Graduation's coming soon, so I'm like, okay, I need more stability with my friend group.
Now, my question for you though, on campus, is there any like, anywhere you can go and find places like this where people are showing off fashion design and having similar ideas?
Yes. So there's I actually put my brand in. It'll be it's There's another fashion show coming up on the 26th. I'm actually walking in it too, but
Oh,
been in three different shows, so it's getting out there. I think clothing brands is just like a little harder for people to buy. I don't know. This generation's kind of different. If it's not popular, or if your favorite celebrity is not wearing it, they're not gonna buy it. That's just my opinion on a clothing brand. Whereas if I sold soaps or something like that, it would sell more. But I don't even care about the sales right now. I'm just like, as long as I get the message out and promote that self love and spread all that, then it'll come eventually.
well, since you're on this platform, we're gonna make it happen. I want you to
Great.
like after we're done with this, I want you to send me some of your stuff. That way I can, share it at the end of the video. And then once I
Yeah.
advertise this to the rest of the world, then we can get it out there and get your name start, circling and flowing and doing
Yeah.
its thing. That way
Yeah.
then
Actually,
people can contact you, get a hold of you, and then because I'm telling you that's where it's gonna be for you. It's gonna happen like that. And do not let anybody talk you out of it. Do not.
I'm I have a very determined mind, so that's kind of hard. Once I put my mind to something, I'm sorry, but I'll hear you, but no.
Now, I have something too for you. What's your mindset? Do you visualize like yourself, you know, having a shop somewhere you seeing your stuff? Like when you're out, say you're at the mall or something, or out shopping. Can you see yourself like your brand out there being on a mannequin or something? Or are you
Um,
not quite there yet?
I'm not there yet. No. I can see it like maybe not as in a store, but more so on famous people, like my peers that's getting, that have eventually become who they are. I can see them wearing it, or not necessarily in a store. No, someone did ask me. They're like, "Where would you see your brand?" I'm like, what store would I see my brand in? I'm like, I don't know.
Could you see it
I
in
guess
a
that
magazine? Could you see it in the store? I mean,
mag- magazine, not
that's
not a store, but magazine on a model in a photo shoot. Most definitely,
see.
definitely magazine, not the store.
You gotta tell me. You gotta be completely honest. You tell
Yeah,
me you're like I don't know, but
I
I'm
didn't.
like,
I really.
oh, there we
I
are.
didn't. I, I haven't really thought about it that far. That's why. But I know definitely not in the store. But I didn't know what other, like on Instagram, on the 34,000 likes on somebody model. I don't know. That's where I see it, like on social media.
Okay, what are you gonna do once this actually happens? Once it's on a model or once you see it in a magazine and like
Um,
that's my brand, that's my stuff. Like, how are you gonna feel?
I'm I'm gonna be a proud mama, but I don't know what I would just be shocked, like wow, like it actually happened. Like I remember talking about it and it actually happened. So I make then I have to think, okay, it's time to go through someone else to get this work done because I make the items myself in my apartment. So I like buy it wholesale and I have the Cricut machine and the um iron. So I make everything by hand. Handwritten note is very personalized. So I'll have to think like, oh, it's time to up up the level.
All right, as we're talking about, do you have anything right now in your apartment that you can kind of show to us? Are you comfortable
Yeah.
enough?
One second.
This is it, folks. We're about to see something incredible.
Okay. So this is the original.
Wow,
Oh, yeah. So you see the 2020. That's unapologetical, and then
that is
I
cool. That is
created,
really cool, though. It already looks like, yeah, you're definitely going places.
and that's remorseless. They're both unisex, but men typically buy the remorseless. Um, but yeah, they like just be unapologetic about yourself and move with no regret. That's basically what I tell people when they buy it or ask like, what does remorseless mean? Move with no regret. Have no regrets. And then unapologetical, be you and just don't care about anyone else's opinion. So,
Do you have
yep,
a,
those.
do you have a place for it that you're selling it yet that the listener watcher could actually buy your stuff?
I only have a website right now. I would love to get in like a store, like have a little section or something in a store. Like at a small business, another small business. I would love to have that, but right now I just have the I mean not Instagram, the website.
Well, I mean that's the start. And Facebook always has a page that you can place ads on. You can also do it on YouTube, like how I do. You can place ads and just get
Oh,
your
I didn't.
stuff and really get it going.
Yeah, I didn't know about the YouTube ad.
Share all these ideas too.
I appreciate it, but yeah, that's the brand. Um, like I said, it'll be on the show this month, so I'm excited to see that. It'll be the first show that I changed the colors, so I went from like bright colors, blue, orange, pink. Now I'm going into more neutral colors, so I'm kind of excited to see that one models actually. Hopefully, I'll be able to walk in it myself, so that'd be pretty dope.
Yeah, because you'll be wearing your stuff, man, and showing it off to the world, and that's
Like
where it
I'm,
begins. And then
yeah.
I make a bold prediction here. By the end of the show, somebody's gonna want to buy it. I'm telling
No,
you,
we're
that's my bold
man.
prediction. Because I
Someone's
mean,
gonna
from
buy.
what you showed me, it already looked like it was already professionally done. It already looked like something that would be out there on the market, or somebody already. It's just already out there. You know what I'm saying? Just people are wearing it. I could already see it.
It's just like I just got to get the word out there, better my marketing. I think that's where my flaw is marketing. I don't really have enough time to focus in on my businesses or anything I want to do because of school. I'm trying to hustle and graduate, so I'm taking 18 credit hours right now. So it's just like I really don't have time to focus on it and learn all the marketing things I need to learn. So hopefully when I graduate, it's off the charts.
All right. I mean, another thing that you could also do too is just watch stuff on YouTube. Look at the masters of people who are really great at marketing and learn from them. And that's how you can grow your business and just get ideas and stuff. But also, what I said before is being that you're on campus right now, connect to like-minded people that will help you get your material out there and be able to sell stuff and get better ideas and get more familiar with marketing.
Gotcha. That's smart.
Stuff I
Okay.
stuff I kind of wish I knew when I was in college, but that's
Got
why when
I
you're
got
still there, I'm just kind of giving it to you, like, do it now.
Yeah.
Why
Thank
are you
you. I
still
appreciate
there? Don't come
it.
out into the
Right.
world wishing that you would have had more connections, because that's really where it takes place. That's where you're gonna be carried in the world.
Yeah, I actually worked with the internship I'm with right now. I work with three different people in the administration positions at BG Athletics. Sorry. And Kit Hughes, he was the deputy director of athletics. I always get his title wrong, but he told me it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. And since he told me that last semester, it stuck with me, and I've been networking like crazy. Um, they told me about LinkedIn stalking. I've been trying to get into that a little bit and just connecting with as many people as I can, to be honest.
And to yeah, also build your clients. Get people that are buying your stuff constantly. Do you
Yeah.
like that's what that was gonna be my next question is how many people have bought your stuff so far?
Um, so far, I wish I had track because when I first started it, I was doing paper, pencil, writing down who ordered. So I would say roughly, I know when I first started, I had a lot of people from home buy it. So may, maybe 70 to 100.
Wow,
Maybe.
paying
Maybe.
your college for you, huh?
Yeah. And that was like during COVID. But since COVID died a little bit, it's been kind of slow, but we're working on it. I'm working on it.
But hey,
But yeah, I'm
that's really good though.
I have
75 to sorry, I'm cutting you off. Go ahead.
no, it's okay. I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, I'm working on it. I've been to a couple pop-up shops back at home. I did one here. So it's probably more than 100 orders, to be completely honest. From the beginning to now, I think it's probably a little more than 100, but I just can't put a particular number on
All
it.
right, stay humble over there. Don't start bragging.
Yeah.
But that's still, I mean, that's something to feel good about. Is like, hey, you sold over 100 stuff though. I mean, you should really be feeling that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's just a
It's crazy.
start.
Yeah.
But that's really good. I mean, selling over 100 things and how much what's your asking price for like the sweater, the hoodie?
So like the crew necks, I just kind of upped the prices a little bit because of like the shades of brown are so hard to find now. I don't know why, but they're hard to find. But so the hoodies are 45, the crew necks are 40, and then like the t-shirts are 25, I think. 25, yeah. I bumped everything up $5 from when I originally started. So I think it's pretty affordable. I don't want it to be too expensive because it is a fresh brand. It's not really out there yet, but I also don't want to sell myself short. So I had to find a medium for it.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's how you have to look at it too. How much you're spending at the store to get the materials so that you can, craft them up and do what you want and put all your design
Yeah.
on them.
I'm like, yeah, at first I was not really making any profit. So that's why I upped it a little bit. because I wasn't making much profit from it.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like I'm on Shark Tank right now, telling you what to do.
It's okay. It's needed because I'm also first gen business owner, so I don't really have any. The most knowledge I get is from YouTube.
Yeah, I mean
When I
that's where it's all at. A lot of people need to take advantage of that. Whatever you're trying to learn, try to master, use technology the right way.
right?
Don't get caught in this where you're watching TikTok videos and trying to find the latest memes, and so many people get caught up in that world. And it's like, dude, you're wasting your time, man.
Yeah, that's what my TikTok consists of: business owners and things like that, like learning how to package and how to set up a pop up shop and things like that. I do watch a lot of that stuff.
And you're on the right site too, because I found you on LinkedIn. So you'll be able to use that to connect with more like-minded people. How do you need to tell you? You're already there. It's already
I'm trying.
happening for you.
I'm learning. I'm learning as I go. I promise you.
And how old are you? You're only
21.
Yeah, you're 21, man. Just saying,
Yep.
where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years, so I'll be what? 20.
You'd be
Oh no,
26.
I'll be 27. I'm turning 22 in April. Whew, 27. I see myself being I don't know if you're aware of this side of TikTok, but a black luxury girl with all the designer bags I want and the nice business suits, going to meetings, scheduling the meetings, talking to my employees. I'm gonna be a boss lady.
Yeah,
Like I could in my nice car. I don't know which one I want yet, but in my nice car, running my businesses. That's where I see myself. More so the nonprofit more than the clothing brand, but at least I'll be running one of them.
wow. Wow. I mean,
That's where I see myself.
I,
And
from what you just put in my head, I see it too. I definitely see you being very successful.
in 5 years, yeah. And I'm doing like all the hard and groundwork right now. And they say do it while you're young. So I think by the time that hits, I'm gonna be at least, if not where I want to be, very, very close. Very close.
But here's the very important part. Never let go of God's hand.
Oh, of course not. He
Never
got me
let
this.
go of his hand.
Nope. I don't think I could ever do that.
The reason I say that is because a lot of people do. A lot of people, once they get everything going for them and it's all panning out the way they saw it, they planned it, and they're like, yeah, okay, I got it from here. The second you do that, that's when the mistakes come in. Don't do that.
Gotcha.
Don't
Nope.
make that
Take.
mistake.
No, yeah. I do see that too. I can see that. I can picture that happening. Like with so many successful people, they're like, "Oh, I don't need it anymore," and then that's when they go bankrupt or
Yep.
lose everything they have. So I
Keep
could
that
definitely see
thought
that.
in there. Stay with God. Stay having God on the path. Do not let go of his hand, because a lot of what I've seen it with my friends too as well that have become successful, but they tend to realize that they're missing something and they don't know what it
Mm,
is. And they're like, I have this hole in my heart. And then they try to, do the wrong things where they try to fill it with alcohol, they try to fill it with drugs, and they try to fill it with all the wrong stuff. And not
gotcha.
realizing that there's only one thing. Oh, look at me over here preaching. There's only one thing that can fill that hole, and that's God.
Yeah, I agree. That yeah, can't move too much without him. My that was a good one.
Got too deep for the podcast for a minute. But I'm just speaking the truth. Anybody that's watching, listening right now, that's the truth. And everybody's like,
I
oh, how good. That's not just baloney. Trust me when I say this, man. You plant your seeds, they will blossom, but you need God. And that's the most important thing.
amen to that.
Most importantly, it all starts from here, too. You're planting seeds. That's written. Watch what you say.
Because it might bite you one day. It might.
And then I mean, it's incredible though. I mean, you're only 21 and everything's just, it's not there yet, but I can already see it in my head. I can already see it unfolding. And I see it like right now you're just at the seed part, but it's starting to sprout. It's starting to turn into a flower, It's starting to blossom. That's where
I
it's gonna
like
happen at.
that. So I definitely feel like I'm on my LinkedIn I actually put when I first got well when the organization first got approved. So I'm like planting another seed. That's what I feel like I'm doing right now. I'm just getting my little seeds in a line and then trying to water them once they're all planted. I'm gonna water them slowly but surely until they grow.
And that's what I was tapping in at is like you really once you're with your connections, you're planting your seeds there too. And you get connected to the right people. And that's what you really want to do because then
Mhm.
those seeds will blossom and turn into flowers. And like you said, you're gonna be successful.
I can't wait.
It's
I
like
wish I could
you probably already feel like you're there now.
a little bit.
like
Not yet.
like damn, you done built me all the way up. I'm about to start selling it now just to get myself out there.
Yeah, it's a great feeling though. It is very great and rewarding to see. 'Cause I always had these ideas in my mind. I just never really acted on them. And then, I've been asking God like, why am I here? What's my purpose? And now I'm finally getting to see like,
He's
okay,
pulling the
I see
curtain.
my, huh?
I call it. He's pulling the curtain. He's letting you get that
Oh,
sneak
yeah,
peek. He's like, "This is what I want you to do. This is what I
yeah.
kept calling for you."
I wrote in my journal last night. I'm like, I am so grateful to have this purpose because I'm so passionate about it. Like I could talk to you all day about it. Like all day. So yeah. I know giving back to my community and helping people or helping girls like me will be everything I ever asked for.
And most importantly, let's not. I'm going to add this too. That I'm blessed to see that in you at a young age. To have a grateful spirit. A lot of people tend to lose that. Don't lose that. Be grateful for the stuff that's in your life that's taking place right now. Even when it gets rough, be thankful for that as well. And in the long run, all that stuff that you're thankful for and you appreciate and you get back and you say thanks to God for it, it's gonna come back to you. It's gonna be I'm teaching you something. I'm teaching you.
You are. I'm so excited for the future. Yeah.
A lot of
I
people
just had
a lot of people miss but that's what Jesus taught us to be grateful for everything and to teach.
a
And
good or bad.
we miss that we're like, oh humbug. Like that's baloney. I don't want to hear that. But it's the truth.
Right?
You give back, you give and you receive. That's how it works. But don't expect it. Just be thankful
Just
for
do what
everything.
you do. Yep. Go about your day.
And you have the right spirit, the right personality that it's just I'm already seeing it happening. I don't even know you personally, but I already see it happening.
I that a lot. I feel like the best compliments come from people that don't know me because it's like, okay, they see what I see. You don't know much about me, but you can see it.
And that's what you
And
want more than ever is for people to see that in you. And that like it just blows my mind that you were saying earlier that had no idea what your God-given purpose was, and I'm like, you liar, you liar, you knew all about it.
yeah, I'm learning slowly but surely. You just gave me confirmation again today.
I mean,
So I'm like, okay.
it don't get much clearer than that.
Nope, it's not. It does not at all.
All right, since we are pretty much covered that topic, is there anything that you want to share that we haven't covered so far? I mean,
Um,
okay. It just popped in my head. The whole with COVID and everything and being on campus, how was, the relationship life? How was getting to mingle with people and how did that all work out for you?
um, so COVID life. So the show that's coming up and that I'm walking in this month is called Jabberwock. So I first participated in the last one. I believe it was last year actually. So we were back on campus, but we just had to wear masks. So I ended up mingling with some girls through the fashion show. It was virtual, so we just recorded and they edited and things like that. But that's how I met friends. They are the best things that's ever happened to me. Like I said, when I first moved here, I didn't know anyone. It was kind of depressing and blah, not the best. But when I met them, it's just like everything changed. That's who I'm traveling with this weekend. So I met them through Jabberwock, and then so I'm kind of like I'm a bubbly person, but it's gonna take me a minute to talk to you type of thing. And they kind of forced me to talk to them in a way, not in a bad way, but like, hey, how are you type of thing. I'm just like, okay. I finally gave in and talked to them, and then we became friends. And you find those lifelong friends in college, and I think those girls are going to be my lifelong friends. We were talking about it last night at practice, like, girl, it's about to be a whole year since we known each other, and I'm like, she's like, don't make me cry. One of them was like, don't make me cry. I'm like, I just love y'all because they just don't know what they have done for me, and I probably won't tell them until I graduate because I don't really get sentimental. But
Sure, sure, sure.
yeah, so they have done so much for me, and they don't even know. So that's how I met them. Other than that, guys suck in college, so I'm just not even interested right now.
Not right now. Don't focus on them. Wait till business is booming, and then
Yeah,
possibly start thinking. Well, you in time, I believe without a doubt. I think that's really how it works. I mean, that's how it worked for me and my wife. How I met her is I stopped really chasing after people and kind of was just doing my own thing, focused on me. And before you know it, just bam, it happened, clicked, came
I'm
out.
like, that's right now. Yeah, I'm not even gonna waste my time right now. I'm trying to do bigger things right now. So it's just like all I need is my girlfriends, and that's it. Like that's literally it. If you're not uplifting me and causing me drama, I don't want you around me. Because I feel like since February, sorry, I've been on this like high, like this successful, achieving everything I want high. So like in January I started my vision board over, and it's only March, and I think I removed like four flashcards so far, and it's only the beginning of March. So it's just like I've been on this high where it's just like I don't want no bad energy around me because life is going great right now.
And
So it's just
that's really where it's at, though. You have to just focus on positivity all the time. And as hard as it may seem, anybody that's listening, watching right now, but really focus on positivity. Surround yourself with it. Listen to it like uplifting music. Watch, even when you're feeling down, listen to motivational stuff too to build you back up. Because
that's
that's really that takes you places. Is as long as you stay positive, your mind stays right, and you can keep having the right ideas.
that's really smart. Yeah, I never thought about listening to like I try. So I'm not a morning person, but I see a lot of successful people have morning routines. So I'm trying to implement one. It's very hard, very very hard. But when I do get up, I drink tea, I do my yoga, and I'll listen to a motivational speaker, take notes, and then I'll start my day after that. So I try to do that like during my downtime. So like at work, I sneak and put an AirPod in, and I'll listen to uplifting podcasts or watch YouTube with motivational speakers, and just gain as much knowledge as I can so I can again relay it and take it in for myself.
And that's the best way to do it too. Like, if you want any like people to really listen to, I would say listen to Les Brown. Listen to him for like 1 hour. I don't know if you ever heard of him, but
No,
listen to Les Brown for like 1 hour, and I mean, he'll really get you going in the right direction. He'll really start making you think like, wow. And then like as that's happening, God will start, turning on the switch for you, and you'll start
like
thinking like, oh hey, here, I'm gonna do this, do that, and the more you listen to it, the more it starts clicking.
put that down on my notes. Sorry. All right, got that in the notes.
And also another person to listen to that a lot of people wouldn't really know to think or even think of him at all as that type of person is Steve Harvey, the guy from
Oh,
Cleveland,
I love
Ohio.
yeah. I listened to one of his. I like sometimes it pops up on TikTok, but it's only like 30 seconds. But I haven't really thought about listening to him on YouTube.
The best thing I heard from
But
Steve Harvey, though, and I'll say it right here, is every day we have a choice to wake up. We can either have a good day or we can have a bad day just by our first thought of the day. And to me, when I wake up in the morning, because I heard him say it, start your day off by saying, today's going to be a great day. And right there, them first words, bam. And that, because your brain's divided into two, that's how he explains it. You have the positive side and you have the negative side. You can either make the choice who's going to be in charge that day by simply just saying that the first thing of the day is like, today's going to be a great day. But if you wake up complaining, that day's going to be terrible.
that's great advice as well. Sometimes I try to have my self talks like, girl, get your life together. We're not doing this today. I do have my self talks in the mirror, but I never thought about today's going to be a good day. We're not doing that. I always say my way of saying today's going to be a good day is we're going to go back to sleep, wake back up, and try it again, like a mental like reset, and then okay, we're gonna retry it again.
I mean, even so, like another thing to do, a lot of people tend to forget, but write it on your mirror because that's the first thing you see in the morning. You go in the shower, you get yourself ready for the day. Write like a little note. Today's gonna be a great day, or have like a Bible verse on there or something that
Right.
you're feeling unsure or just insecure about something. Put like my favorite verse on there is I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
Wait, where my stickies up there are kind of like that, kind of. But I walk past this every day because my bathroom is that way, so I stop, read them, and then go about my day. But I would love to stick a Bible verse up there.
Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna have
let's put it on that because I mean a lot of people do that. They tend to walk into the bathroom, they see that their self, and then there's nothing there. But if you see one of the little motivational quotes there, then you're starting off right. Then you're that's where it's gonna happen. You're gonna read that quote and you're like, oh yeah,
like this is the day.
today's gonna be a great day. And honestly,
Yes,
I'm speaking from the truth. I have done this for almost a year now, and I haven't had any bad days.
that's great.
Yeah, I haven't
That's
had no
good.
bad days. To me, every day I wake up and I say another day, another blessing, because it truly is. It truly is. And I believe without a doubt every day is going to be great. And I go out into the world, and that's exactly what I get.
Day.
I'm going to have a great day.
That's great.
Look at me preaching on this podcast.
Hey, that's what they need to hear, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Oh,
Sometimes they need a refresher.
I hope whoever's listening and watching right now, this motivated you, made you feel good. And I hope you take my advice and try it out for yourself. And I promise you, if you do, you're gonna see changes in your world. I promise you that. You will see changes in your world. You'll feel different
I
too.
believe
You're gonna feel
I'm
amazed.
on the board. When I get off this podcast, I'm gonna put it on my mirror, on all three of them. I have three mirrors.
Really, I'm not even trying to BS anybody, but it's the truth. You're gonna start seeing stuff take place in your life that you're not gonna quite understand at first, but it's gonna happen so much to you. All this great stuff, all these doors opening, all these blessings flowing in. And you're not gonna know what to do. You're gonna be like, "What is going on? I can't explain what's going on." And people are gonna be like, how'd you do that? How'd you know that?" It's like, dude, it just came to me. It's there. It just happened. It's like, all praise to God, all glory, because
Yeah,
he placed these ideas in my head, and that's where it's happening.
that is definitely true. He definitely planted those in my brain, so I'm just acting on it now.
It's
Finally,
it's incredible though. I mean, only 21, and she's already got the world figured out in front of her.
for the most part, yeah.
She's like, "Whoa, don't throw me too far over there."
Still learning, but my world, I have my world, and yeah, what I want to do, I definitely have it figured out. That's why I'm like, my degree. I'm sorry, but I don't think I'm gonna use it.
And I'll be honest with you, a lot of people that have graduated don't are not even using their degrees. People that even got their masters are not even using those. They're out doing a different thing, totally different thing. And that's the
Isn't
God's honest truth.
insane? That's just so crazy. It was this trend on TikTok. I'm on TikTok a lot, but it was basically asking like what asking people what did they get their degree in and what are they doing now, and it was completely opposite. Like it would be a 360. So it's just like we wasted all that money, and like half of us aren't even using it.
Like to me, honestly, oh man, when I first went to Toledo, my major was foreign business. I had no idea what I wanted to do, but by the time my junior year came, I switched over and started getting the journalism, started to get more focused on like this is really my calling. I can talk to people, and I like doing this. I like telling people, I like having people come on and tell their stories. I love it because you never know. Like I'm gonna meet people like you.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, a podcast. I never did a podcast before. I was pretty excited when you inboxed me. I'm like, ooh, tell my story. I like doing that.
And it's pretty simple. I mean, that's all you gotta do is be you. Just tell your story, and look, we've been on here for almost an hour already, and don't even really feel like it, to be honest. That's it.
Not feel like, oh.
How does it feel? How does it feel to be on your first podcast ever?
It feels great. Like telling someone. I always like to tell. I had just had a girlfriend last night. She was like, "We need to meet up and you tell me what's going on in your life." And I'm like, I don't have many people ask me that. Like, I'm that friend that people come to when they have problems. Like, they don't never ask like how's the business going or what new plans you have cooking up, things like that. So when you asked me to be on the podcast, I'm like, ooh, I get to share my story and my ideas with someone who would like actually give me engagement and feedback. So I was like, really, I'm excited because I don't, like I said, I don't really tell people about what I have in my mind because they really don't listen
Well,
until I
I'm gonna
until I read
I'm
it,
gonna,
and then
I'm
they
gonna
listen.
add on here. Don't be afraid to be open-minded. Actually, talk to people and let it out.
Yeah, I
Because
try.
what
I
happens is, and I can kind of see this trend even with you a little bit, is people get brainwashed a little bit by movies, TV. They think this is how you got to talk to one another, and that's not the case at all. That's why you get random awkward conversation. It's like, yeah, my business is going pretty good, yeah, and then it's like the
yep.
conversation dies out.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know it. I This generation is just and then COVID made it no better. So it's just like we have to find the new norm all the time. Classes like we gotta. How are you guys adjusting to the new normal? I'm like, I don't know. It's different.
To me, I anymore, I go when I'm out, just out and about. I'll compliment somebody on their shoes, their shirt, their coat, their hair, and that's how I start my conversation with them, and I get to know them a little bit better. And it's just before you
That's
know it,
smart.
I'm talking to somebody for an hour, and it's like, where the hell did the time go?
Time flies when you're having a good time.
I came to Dunkin' Donuts to get some donuts. I done ate
Your
all my
tongue.
donuts. What was your okay? Since we're on that topic, what was your hot spot? Where was your go-to place to eat on campus?
What's it called? Mondo. It's called Mondo. It's like this, like a Subway in a sense, but kind of not. Campus food is so expensive, so I'll get like a
Yes.
pita bread. And it's like a half circle little thing, and it's not that big. That thing costs $9, but I like it a lot because I worked at Myers. I'll be at Myers for 3 years next month. So I've been there for a while, and I worked out in the gas station. They had the same thing at Meyer, and it was so good. And then we went back to campus. I'm like, oh, they got it. Oh my gosh! So I just I couldn't resist it. I'm just like, all right, we're just gonna pay $9 today. Probably could have made it at home for cheaper, but I'm gonna pay someone else to do it. So yeah, I think Mondo was my favorite.
I think my favorite when I was at Toledo was this place called Oasis. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
Oh, it's like, isn't it like? No, I've heard of it, but I never had it. I think they
I don't know
they
if they're,
shut it.
yeah, I don't know if they're still
I
around.
I think they shut it down like last year, very recently, very recently, because my friend was complaining about it.
I was like, yeah, they had like the best food. You, because I'd go there like at night, like after I got out of the classes. And I'm like,
You
man,
can go
I'm
eat.
starving. I don't feel like going to the cafeteria today, so I'm gonna go over here and eat. And they always
Wasn't it
had
like
like something
across
good.
the street?
Hmm?
Wasn't it across the street?
Yeah,
I thought so. Okay.
and a lot of people didn't realize that where the campus is in the University of Toledo, we're actually on the bad side of Toledo.
Oh yeah, area where ah! Especially I've gotten to know the Toledo area a little bit better, so I'm like, okay, I know the sketchy parts now.
Yeah, as long as you know where the heck you're going, man, it's a different story. When I got there, I was staying at Park Towers. I don't even know if that place is still open.
It's still, it's,
But so many great stories there in that building. I I'll share this one real quick. I stayed on the 11th floor at Park Towers, and I happened to be showering one day, and the damn fire alarm went off. And you're not allowed to use the elevator, so I had to go all the way down them steps and back up them steps in just a towel. Yeah.
so sorry. That sucks.
Yeah, they wouldn't let me get dressed because they're like, well, you got to do the fire drill, Chris. You can't get. I was like, can I at least get my clothes on? I don't feel like going outside butt naked and just a towel.
Right.
And it was like, thank God it was fall. We still had some warm weather, but what a
Oh
terrible
man,
experience.
I lived in academic house. That's where I stayed for that 1 year. A house, not the smart one, but the other one.
I think, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Where all
It's
the crazies, they said all the crazy people hang out at. There would be like groups of people hanging out in this little plaza area.
Mhm.
I remember when I first, like, when people that weren't from the area, because, growing up in Sandusky, I'm like, yeah, this ain't nothing. And they were like, I dare you to go by them people over there. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll walk over here and talk to them, catch up with them, and see what's up.
Yeah,
And I would. I just would go up to anybody on campus and pretty much just connect to them.
that's pretty cool though. People person.
It's a gift. It's one of my gifts, man. One of my many gifts. Just be
I
able to
agree.
connect. No, I can't say I can connect to anybody, but I'm pretty confident that I could talk to just about anybody.
That's
Like,
cool though. Definitely a gift. A good gift. It could be. Yeah, I'd
sometimes
say
it could
it's a
be a
good gift.
curse. Because you end up talking too much. And you're waiting at a restaurant and you eat all your donuts. You're like, damn, I gotta eat all my donuts. I was going to save those for the rest of the week.
Oops.
Whoopsie daisy.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Sorry.
It's okay.
I put my notes down.
All right. As we wrap this thing up, thank you once again for coming on and telling your story and letting us know about your dream.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
And I hope to, well, I'm not even going to say hope. I know that I'm going to see your stuff out there 5 years from now, even probably not even that, probably sooner than that. Because I mean, the way you're saying you're selling stuff already, you're making money off of it. I mean, it's gonna happen. It probably will happen over this weekend at the show. You'll probably
Right?
have somebody come up and offer you their contract and be like, hey, let's talk some business here. You're graduating here in December. I mean, was it you said December, right?
Yes.
You graduate in December, you know, let's get something going here.
Yeah. What's your options?
Yeah, what are you
Have you,
thinking? And then they're gonna offer you a contract, and you're gonna have to make a decision and what you want to do, how much you want to take from
mm,
it, and you want to get part of your business, or what are you gonna do in that situation? There's a good question for you.
hmm. I don't know. I want it. It's mine. That's how I feel. It's mine. Sorry.
You're gonna get people, bigger names out there. They're gonna try to do that to you. They're gonna be like, all right, we can get this going in this direction, but
I'm like, I mean, if I if I would align with them and they have like the same thought process, not thought pro like I don't know, same vision. I wouldn't give them the whole thing, but I'll give them a little percentage of something. I don't know, but you're not having the whole thing. It's fine.
When you do,
I
my advice to you is when you do get an offer from somebody, think it over, pray it over, pray it over. Because there's people that have trickery words, man. They could set you up and steal your business right from under your feet. And don't allow that to happen.
I don't want that to happen.
They sweet talk you. They're like, hey, here you go. We're going to offer you this amount of money. And you're like, oh, cool.
And the whole business is gone. Nope, I don't think I can do that.
No, I think you're pretty much on the path that you pretty much could do it on your own. You get the right connections with people, even get, more people connected to like your business, and then you'll start rolling from there, and you'll be, before you know it, taking off, man. Name out in the lights.
Right?
Be at all
That'd be
these
great.
different shows, watching models walking up and down, wearing your
Ah,
clothing.
I can't wait.
Just thinking about it, like, whoa.
It is like wow.
But okay, as we wrap this thing up, if anybody wants to get a hold of you, contact you in a way, how do they do it?
So I have my Instagram. I kind of deleted Facebook, but it's underscore TARISSS, three S's with another underscore.
What
That's
do you,
that's what the main point of connection is right now, besides LinkedIn as well, and that's my name,
you could,
Shantaris.
if you want, you could just send me the stuff, and I'll just put it under
Oh yeah,
that way
that's
they
great
can
too.
connect to you easily, or just in case they did not quite understand that.
Yeah,
That way they don't have to
yeah,
keep rewinding, like, oh, did I hear it correctly? Did I get it right? So,
yeah. I'll see about that information for sure.
so you heard it here, folks. It's gonna be all in the box below. So when the video ends, click it, browse it, buy it.
Right.
Get her name out there, folks. But
Yes,
anywho,
please.
I just want to say thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This is Chris, your host. I'll let her tell her name because she's gonna be
I'm Shantaris.
remembering the name because she's gonna be famous. But anywho,